So we're joined today by four-division world champion Adrien Broner of Cincinnati, Ohio. Adrien, at a very young 31 years of age, returns to the ring for the first time in just over 2 years, Saturday night on Showtime in the main event against Puerto Rico's Jovanie Santiago. Adrien, I wanted to ask you first and foremost, how has this layoff been? Has this been grueling? Has it been entertaining? Has it been fun? What exactly has been going on in your life?
I've been having fun. It was a good layoff for me. Letting my body heal up and just living my life outside of boxing. And now I'm just ready to get back to boxing and living a boxer's lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, take us in if you can. Like, what's the snapshot of your life when you're not in training and when you're not, doing the daily grind of getting ready for a fight? Is it, we've seen your Instagram lifestyle. Is it like that, or what exactly is happening out there?
A lot, a lot, a lot. But
you can go R-rated, but not X.
you. I mean, a lot of people gonna see a lot of that in my movie, but I don't think it's time to let it out yet. But it'd be a lot going on in my life outside of boxing.
Well, I think the thing that I've seen just from what I've seen on your Instagram and other social media is just how incredibly fit you look. And it definitely seems like you have a newfound dedication. I don't want to, describe something that's not real. You tell me though. I mean, do you feel like you've got like this opportunity right now before you and you're going after it full tilt?
Yeah, I got a great opportunity, and I think it's just the perfect time for me to come back to boxing and take back over the sport. It's wide open, boxing needs me, and at this point, I'm putting my all back into boxing.
What has motivated you through this camp? I know there's been some stuff that has happened outside the ring, but I want you to be able to say it in your own words to what is really driving, because obviously that has to come from something that's inside your heart more than anything else.
Just being down. A lot of people, they look, don't get me wrong. I got a great support system. I got a great support team. But it's when somebody say that. It's when I hear someone say, "Oh, he's done." I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
shit. How can I be done? I'm only 31. I did a lot of things early in my career, but I haven't really took much punishment for somebody to say I'm done. So I'm just here to do what I got to do, and I will be world champion again.
That's great. And you're absolutely right, Adrien. I mean, I think that having dealt with you so many times over the years, the one thing that I always take away from our conversations is just how authentic and genuine you are. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say about, the things that we see on your social media and maybe some of the stuff that you've been involved in. But I know in talking to you one-on-one, you're one of the most real people I've ever talked to. And I, as a journalist, I deeply appreciate, you opening your heart to me each time you talk, and I know you give that to everyone you deal with, I would assume. Am I right?
Yeah. I try not to hide nothing from the fans or from the people. I was always taught to just be yourself, and they gonna either love it or hate it.
Well, we're joined by my colleague Mike Coppinger right now. Mike, we were just talking about, as Adrien comes back to the ring on Saturday night on Showtime, just how real and authentic he is as a human being. And I know you've had a lot of encounters with Adrien that reveal that as well. Do you want to talk about those things? What do you want to ask AB?
I just appreciate that AB is doing this. I don't know. You're laying in bed right now, laying on a couch.
Yeah, I'm laying in bed, man.
Man, I'm so impressed by, you've been really vocal about your struggles with, alcohol, and I've seen how hard you're training now, how much weight you've lost, and you're still a young guy. I think you're gonna make a big run of this. I'm excited to see it.
Oh yeah, I'm working for it, man. I'm working my ass off, man. It's everything's right in front of me. I just got to go grab it.
I remember the first time I saw AB fight. I think it was back in like 2010 or 11 on an HBO off-TV undercard. Remember that? And then I did the Ring Magazine prospect profile on Adrien Broner, and thankfully he made me look good.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Always. Well, I'm interested in that when Mike talks about you, and you've talked about your struggles too, but what motivated you through this camp? Because like I said, I mean, it did look so impressive from what we were seeing, but the treadmill, the work in the ring, all that.
I made a promise to myself. I made a promise to my babies, and I can't break it. So I'm just stand. I'm a man of my word. So I'm just staying on task.
How are you enjoying training in Miami? I know you've kind of set up shop there, and looks like you have a big crew there. You have your boy Robert Easter Jr. I know Tank's been out there. Is that a nice to get away from Ohio and be in the sunshine?
It's great. It's easy to lose weight. It's hot out here, and it's a great scenery. And then every time I go through my neighborhood, I just I love it because it shows how blessed I am, and I got to take advantage of it.
I think one thing, Adrien, that's kind of flies under the radar for you is you're a great action fighter. I mean, you've been in when you want to be. That fight with Jesse Vargas was awesome. You've had some big fights like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I love to fight. I love to fight. So, you don't always get action when you get Adrien Broner. But February 20th, I'm trying to destroy. I'm trying to destroy and conquer. So this time around, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission, man, and it starts February 20th.
I think what fuels that mission, Adrien, if I'm not mistaken, is just the entire journey that you've been on. As you reflect back, of how far you've come in this boxing life and your own life, what didn't you count on about, as you started it, about what being an elite boxer entails?
Sometimes you get sidetracked. Sometimes you get sidetracked, but I've had my ups and downs. And I've seen the way that people treat you. I've seen when it's different when you up and you're on top, you're champion, and then when you lose, and I seen the way people change, and then some people stay the same. But I'm cool as long as I got my family, as long as my kids don't love me, my family love me. I'll be all right.
One thing I have to ask, I've seen you say that, like, I think I saw you say the other day on social media that you had people that you're paying for their phones. You don't even know who they are. I mean, are people taking advantage of you, Adrien? Of your kindness?
I think a lot of my kindness get taken as weakness, but I don't be tripping. I keep my shoes tight. I'm all right.
Yeah, I mean, you had to post something, about that you were, and whether this is true or not, I mean, you can clarify it, but you were down to $13, and it's like, how could this be? That what is this all about? Is it just, the generosity that you are all about, or I mean, is it even real?
I mean, like I said, some days ain't the best days. Some days you wake up with $13, or one day you'll wake up and have 13 million. You just, you never know where your life will take you, man. But I always keep God first, and every day I wake up with a smile.
I saw that court appearance that you had, and one of the things that you said was that, one of the people that has been there to help you is Al Heyman. And I know he's, been very supportive of your career throughout the years. Can you talk about that and just the kindness of that man in making sure that you're okay through everything that goes on?
Al is an angel, man. Al is everything. Without Al, man, a lot of these guys, include myself, would be probably in bad shape. And he's just somebody that if he love you, and he tell you that he got you, he always got you. So I'll always make sure I'm straight, and I'm blessed to have somebody in my corner like Al.
Yeah, Adrien, I mean, when it comes to you, I don't think anyone's ever questioned your talents. And correct me if I'm wrong, but my perception, it just seems like sometimes you're just not that interested, right? Like, I'm watching the Mikey Garcia fight, and I was like, all right, Adrien could do more than this. I'm watching the Sean Porter fight. On round 12, you're like, oh, shit, I better get on it. And you drop him just like that. So for you, is it a focus thing? Do you just not, you're not into it sometimes?
Of course I had to get rededicated and just get my shit together. Stay focused and not let the stuff outside of boxing mess up what you got going on inside of boxing. So that's what I've been on.
I mean, like, because that Marcos Maidana fight, I mean, you lost, but people were so impressed, and I was too. I mean, you showed a lot of heart and a lot of that was a great action fight. And after watching that, sometimes other fights, it wasn't like you weren't throwing a lot of punches. So, but I know you have it in you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, this second go round in my career, it's gonna be a hell of a story, and the people is gonna love it. Of course, I still got critics, but shit, they hated on Michael Jackson. I know I ain't got a chance. They hated on Jesus. I know I ain't got a chance.
How sharp do you expect to be in this fight, Adrien? And where will victory take you?
I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling real sharp, and victory is gonna take. The sky's the limit, man. Once the people see that I'm back serious with boxing, I'm not bullshitting. They all gonna jump back on the bandwagon. So all I gotta do is perform.
Yeah. Last question for you from me. People love a good comeback story. I think people are really excited. You're one of the biggest stars in the sport. You're someone who moves the needle, and we need more of that in boxing. You haven't fought since January 19, right? When you fought Manny Pacquiao, obviously one of the living legends. And I remember that you said in the ring after the fight that you thought you won the fight. Were you trolling or were you serious?
Shit, I was serious. I ain't give a fuck. I really felt he wasn't hitting me. He wasn't hitting me, but then when I go back and watch the fight, it was like, all right, he threw more. He was just more busy. But he wasn't touching me with none of that stuff at all. If you go and watch that fight with no sound, you'll be like, wow, he really wasn't landing nothing. The crowd was just yelling. But if you go watch the fight with no sound, you'll see that he wasn't landing. But that fight is in the past, and my biggest worry right now is Santiago.
But surely you learned a lot from that fight. I mean, Pacquiao is one of the greatest fighters of all time. You can only be better now, right?
Of course. I learned a lot, and it was a great experience. And I'm glad that God gave me the opportunity to be in the ring with Manny Pacquiao.
You cycled really quickly to win belts in 4 different weight classes, and now it's been kind of a long dry spell for you. For you coming back now in your 30s and being able to recapture a belt, have you allowed yourself to think what that feeling would be like? What would that mean to you?
It's gonna mean everything to me, man. That's what I'm doing it for. I'm not doing it just for the money. I already know if I do what I got to do, the money is gonna come. But I believe and I know that I'm gonna be world champion again.
Adrien, actually, the one last one for real. You said that this is a new act for you. I feel like the first act of Adrien Broner was Adrien the Problem Broner. Flashy, big power puncher. Then there was second act, Adrien About Billions Broner. This third act, what is it now? Do we have a new moniker?
At the end of the day, man, I got so many damn names. Shit, the problem I've really been in problems. I'm the can man for sure. Shit.
I forgot that one.
You gonna get all in one, man. You gonna get Adrien Broner, man. And I'm coming back with vengeance.
There you have it, the can man. Anybody can get it. And Santiago's next.
Yes, sir.